Welcome back. Today I will be doing a different kind of video talking about 10 potential stadiums that could host a NHL outdoor game, or at least 10 stadiums maybe I'd like to see host an outdoor game, where it's the Heritage Classic, the Winter Classic, or the Stadium Series, or something else. But uh, these are not any past stadiums. These are entirely new stadiums, and I'll talk about specific teams once I get to them. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. These are in no particular order. I'm just going off what order I have on my list. But starting out with the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. This is currently the home to the USC Trojans college football team, and also hosted the first Super Bowl in, I believe, like 1967. I'm not sure, but I'll have to check. It was between the Chiefs and the Packers. The Packers won the first Super Bowl ever, and then it's a big Olympic site. It's going to host a lot of probably some Olympic stuff in the 2028 Summer Olympics in LA, and it's a very storied stadium. It's of course plays host to the USC Trojans. The LA Rams used to play there for a couple seasons before they moved into a stadium I'll talk about in a minute, SoFi Stadium, and also it even hosted some exhibition NASCAR races there a couple of years ago in the Clash, which is really unique. But and with all the like iconicness and the torch up there, I think it'd be a great place for like a winter classic, because the LA Kings would host this maybe against the Anaheim Ducks or the San Jose Sharks or the Vegas Golden Knights. Just depend which team, maybe even the Utah Mammoth. But I'm not sure what year this would happen, but I could easily see this hosting a winter classic or a stadium series at some point. Number two, it's another one in the LA metropolitan area in Inglewood SoFi Stadium. I see this more as a stadium series location. Maybe the Kings and Ducks could do a kind of like how the 2024 Stadium Series was, where there were two Stadium Series games in the same stadium, where New Jersey played Philadelphia and the New York Rangers played the New York Islanders. Maybe Los Angeles would play San Jose and Anaheim would play like Seattle or something. But it's a very state-of-the-art stadium. It's I'm regarded the best stadium in all the NFL. It hosted Super Bowl 56 in 2022, where the hometown Rams beat the Bengals, and the complex is huge. You can fit tons of fans there, and it'd be a great place for a Stadium Series game. And yeah, not much else to say. SoFi Stadium is a great location. Next one, I have a U.S. Bank Stadium, the Minnesota Wild. This is another one where I see it more as a stadium series. The Wild did host the Winter Classic, but it was at Target Field, which is home to the Minnesota Twins. U.S. Bank Stadium being home to the Minnesota Vikings. Forgot to mention SoFi Stadium is home to the LA Rams and LA Chargers. But U.S. Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Vikings, hosted Super Bowl 52 in 2018, where the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New England Patriots. And the architecture is great. It's a fairly new stadium. It opened in 2016 or 2017. Replaced the Metrodome, and it's got a great view of the city as well. You can it's got air conditioning in there, so it's easy to cool the rink and keep the rink climate controlled. With of course, because for outdoor games you have to have all like the equipment there for it, because stuff. And the advantage of being in roof stadiums, even though they aren't technically outdoor stadiums, you could like open up some of the roofs on some of these, is that you don't have to worry about like rain delaying it or something, because like that'll be a case with some of the other stadiums I'll talk about here. But anyways, Minnesota, I'd probably see them hosting the Stadium Series in this. They did actually host the Stadium Series once. It was at TCF Bank Stadium, which is home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers football team, and the Vikings played there for a couple seasons as well. But anyways, U.S. Bank Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, opened in 2020. It's home to the Las Vegas Raiders and is a beautiful stadium. It's right on the strip, so it's very easy to access. This is another one where it's more so a stadium series matchup than anything for Vegas, and a great new stadium with fits in with all the stuff. You got the torch in there, not the LA one, it's a different one. It's got a connection to the Raiders, but uh, so definitely a Vegas post for a stadium series game, maybe against Utah or Colorado or Dallas. So they're already playing in the stadium series this year against Dallas at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. nicknamed Jerry World because Jerry Jones. But anyways, Allegiant Stadium, Oracle Park. This is one for Winter Classic. San Jose. It's home to the San Francisco Giants, and it would be a very picturesque Winter Classic. It's right on the water. Sometimes home runs go all the way into the water there when at Giants games, and San Jose has only had one other outdoor game. It was at Levi's Stadium in 2015 Stadium Series against the LA Kings. That stadium's home to the San Francisco 49ers. Oracle Park is a very nice stadium, and I think San Jose would it'd be good to see a Winter Classic there at some point, maybe in the future. I'm not sure when, but maybe at some point. Next, Lumen Field. This is easily a Stadium Series game. Seattle already hosted a Winter Classic at T-Mobile Park, which is home to the Seattle Mariners, and Lumen Field, which is home to the Seattle Seahawks, is a very loud stadium. Obviously, with the Beastquake, Marshawn Lynch run happening in 2011. Imagine after the Kraken score a goal, and that place could get loud, especially if maybe this happens during a season where maybe a few years from now, if Seattle is maybe good, contending for a playoff spot, and they got a big fan base and stuff. Could be a loud. It's a loud stadium, one of the loudest in the NFL, and I think it'd be great for an outdoor matchup for the Kraken in the future. Number 7. This is the only Canadian one for the Heritage Classic. It's Rogers Center. I'm shocked this one hasn't happened already. It's in downtown Toronto. You got the CN Tower back there. Retractable roof, so you can work around rain and stuff, similar to what BC Place did for the 2014 Heritage Classic when Vancouver played Ottawa. I'd expect Toronto to maybe play Ottawa because the Battle of Ontario has never happened in the Heritage Classic, actually. The Battle of Alberta has with Calgary and Edmonton a couple years ago and stuff. So it's an old stadium, but it's very iconic with the city of Toronto when it was called the Sky Dome. The obviously being home to the Toronto Blue Jays and was home to the Toronto Argonauts. Even the Buffalo Bills played some games there back in the mid 2010s. That's exhibition crap or whatever. But I think the Maple Leafs playing a Heritage Classic at Rogers Center would be a smashing success, that's for sure. Maybe they could even implement some of the Blue Jays colors into their jerseys for that. Also, I lied. There's one more Heritage Classic one coming up soon. Number 8, Empower Field at Mile High. This one could be on the way out because the Denver Broncos released renderings for their new stadium. I don't remember where it is, but they're probably going to build a new stadium. So I'm not sure if this one happens, but the Avalanche have hosted 2 outdoor games, both Stadium Series, Coors Field in 2016, where they lost the Red Wings, and I think it was Army or something. They played the Kings. They lost 3-1. That was in 2020, just before COVID. And I think they've never played at the home of the Denver Broncos, Mile High, and I think it'd be good. You could do something with the 280 thing on the jersey, potentially for the Avs there. I'm not sure how they do it. I'm not sure if Colorado play. Maybe Dallas or something in the Stadium Series. Or St. Louis. But depends, so yeah. Not sure what else to say. I think it'd be a good Stadium Series location. Ford Field is home to the Detroit Lions. It's hosted the Super Bowl in 2006 where the Steelers beat the Seahawks. And Antoine Randall out with that one touchdown throw in that game to Heinz Ward, I think. But it's a nice stadium, and it's another one of those domed stadiums where you don't have to worry about weather and stuff, even though that one game, I would actually expect Michigan Stadium to get an outdoor game before Ford Field because they already hosted the Winter Classic at the Big House in Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. That was one of the most iconic outdoor games in NHL history. And it was one of the greatest jersey matchups with a red wings in red and the Maple Leafs in blue, a red on blue, color on color matchup. It was great. One of the most iconic outdoor games in league history, and I wouldn't be surprised if, much like what they've done with Fenway Park and Wrigley Field, that's what it's called. they've gone back to them for another Winter Classic. Maybe they'll do that with the Red Wings in a couple of years, but that's yet to be seen. But anyways, back to Ford Field. It's a nice modern stadium. It fit for a Stadium Series game because it's got the big acoustic. It has the Stadium Series vibe, kind of like AT&T Stadium and MetLife Stadium and some other stadiums. Levi Stadium as well, where they got that Stadium Series atmosphere more rather than a Winter Classic. But anyways, yeah, Ford Field. And the last one on this list, Olympic Stadium. This was the former home of the Montreal Expos, who are now the Washington Nationals. And the Canadians have actually never hosted an outdoor game. They've only played in, I think, it was three, because they played in the 2003 Heritage Classic in Edmonton. They beat, I think, the Oilers 4-3. They played in the 2011 Heritage Classic in Calgary. They got shut out to the Flames. And they played in the 2017 NHL 100 Classic, where they got shut out by the Senators, and they have not been in an outdoor game since. But maybe they will get into. Oh wait, yeah, they are getting to another one now. They play Winnipeg in the Heritage Classic this year. Maybe the jerseys are going to get released soon because we're only 2.5 months out from then. I probably talked a bit about it when I was talking about that Winnipeg, the video I did about the Jets potentially rebranding at some point a couple weeks ago. But it's still a very iconic stadium, and the Canadians, they even kind of unofficially threw back to the Expos with the colors on their second reverse retro. So maybe we could see, if this does happen, some more Expos throwback flair. And or that, or maybe Montreal will just get another MLB team at some point. But I'm not sure when the MLB is going to expand next. But anyways, this would be a Heritage Classic, so maybe against Toronto or Ottawa, or maybe even Boston for that matter. That'd be interesting. But anyways, that's all. I just wanted to do kind of an interesting video talking about potential stadiums that could host NHL outdoor games in the future. If this video does good, maybe I'll do another where I talk about some more. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Is there any ones that I missed? And I'll talk to y'all in the next one.